everybody, welcome to my gameplay and review of Miss Cold-Blooded Ace. She's part of the Most Wanted update that we got, and I finally unlocked everything, so I wanted to do a gameplay and review to see if it's worth it for you to grind and unlock, because it was a grind for sure. But here is Miss Cold-Blooded Ace. She does have a secondary style. Yeah, it's just Cold-Blooded Ace, but it has the snake face with like the tongue, I guess the snake tongue sticking out. It matches her because of the color scheme for one, but the wanted snake on her leg as well. But I prefer the gold skull version, but that's the one we're gonna focus on. But she also comes with the cash stash, and then she did get a secondary back bling, which is the skull. The solid skull, excuse me, and it did come with tiers, so you had to get 100 kills to get all of the spikes, and then a victory to get the crown. So we'll showcase both of those in game and do combos as well, but we're going to start off with cash stash. You also got the Vault Guardian pickaxe. It's got a nice sound to it, this is pretty much just a remake of the what do you call it? The bold bar, I believe. I'm not quite sure what it's called. But I love this pickaxe. It's really nice. And we also got the combo copter glider, which is really cool. It's very animated. The money flies off. The vault door, I guess, spins, and then you got it flapping as well. So the farther you push forward and backwards, the more animation it has on it, but we'll show that in game. And then she comes with a weapon wrap. It's called the Cold-Blooded style, and we'll showcase that on the Share Your Style cosmetic as well. So we'll hop in game and we'll get it going. Here's how she looks in game. We're going to start in the shade just to kind of see if anything glows or lights up. We'll spin her around real quick. Doesn't look like anything does, and I'm almost certain the white mask, the snake mask, doesn't as well. But she does have a nice color scheme. I do like the bluish teal color it's got going on. It's a definitely different color than we usually have in our lockers, I guess you could say. Excuse me, but I like the gold accents, and then I love the tie that she has on. That's a nice little effect as well. And then the back side, there's the wanted snake symbol, and then of course you see the back bling, which is the cash case, I believe is what it's called. Sorry, the cash stash is what it's called. You can see the money sticking out. It's basically a remake of one of the other back blings that we have. That's part of the Getaway Gang set. But nothing glowing, nothing animated, but the color schemes are very nice. So we'll open up some chests and see if anything happens. I don't see anything reactive at all. So let's go maybe fire the weapon, and you can see the weapon wrap as well. Hard to see. Let me get in the shade a little bit. A little better. It's got like a scale effect, or maybe like an octagon, Lord. Octagon, almost, it kind of reminds me of a scale though, like a fish scales or snake scales. I bet that's probably what it is, the snake scales. But that's where like the bluish teal color comes into play. And then at the end of the weapon, you can kind of see there is the wanted snake symbol and the gold accents on the top and the butt of the gun. So we'll fire the weapon and see if anything happens. Just aim down sights. Alright, we'll hit fire. Again, nothing. And then one more time. So nothing happens with the back bling. It does kind of flow though when you jump and move. You can see the money kind of moving back and forth. But we'll try one more time. I took damage, so no reactivity as far as taking damage. So we have 100% confirmed there is no reactivity. It's a very nice skin though. Like I said, I love the color scheme. I think it's one of the best free skins we've gotten. It's like basically a second battle pass for free. And you don't even have to own the first battle pass to get this. So that's really nice of Fortnite. So we'll fly on over, we'll check out the pickaxe. And here is the weapon wrap on a larger scale. You can kind of see the scales that I was talking about on it. You also got the wanted snake symbol, and you got the gold, yellow accents to it too. Alright, so here is the deploy animation of the pickaxe. Well, I guess not deploy, but pull out animation. Let me turn it up real quick for y'all. Got a nice whoosh sound to it. Nice. So let's see if it has a splash effect, which I don't think it does. Yeah, just your normal splash effect. And let's go sound what it, here's what it sounds like on wood, brick, and metal. You can still hear that whoosh sound, which is really nice. Sounds very good. Here's brick. Oh, you can hear the actual metal hit, like it sounds like metal hitting, almost like metal hitting metal, but you can hear the metal sound. And here's metal. Very nice. And let's just swing normal. Got a very nice whoosh effect to it. Sounds heavy, and let me tell you, if you've never picked up a crowbar, they're extremely heavy. Extremely heavy. So a very nice pickaxe. I love the color scheme of it. It's got the black with the wanted snake emblem on it, and then it's kind of got a gold tint to the edge of it, or the pit, like you can see it at the very top. So very nice. Alright, so now we're going to take a look at the glider. Got a nice sound. You can see all the money coming out. It's very loud. So we'll go pull back and go forward. So the farther you push forward, the more money comes out. I usually make it, but I'll pull back on it. So we'll see it again. A combo copter. So yeah, left, right. So you got forward, the money comes out. You got the coins falling off. You got the vault door spinning as well. We'll hit it one more time. I'll go left and right. So left, the money comes out to the. If you go right, money comes out to the left. If you go left, the money comes out to the right. Very cool animation. Overall, I'm a big fan of the glider. I think it's better than the original glider. You see the wanted snake symbols on the bags of money. I love the color scheme again. You got the blue on the edges, the tealish blue, and then you got the gold accents everywhere. You see the gold bars, and it's almost like the vault door is broken because you can see the rod sticking out. I love this glider. It's huge and it's loud, but it's pretty sweet. And you can actually hear the vault door spinning as well, and the change coming off of it. So very nice. So I'm going to show it all the way maxed out, and I'll showcase it not maxed out, but we'll start with the all the way maxed out, getting the sun. You can kind of see it matches her face, so we'll flip it around one more time. So there's the skull on her face, and then there's the skull back bling. Let's get out of that animation. So it took a lot to get the spikes all the way around, and I like the way it looks. It's got a nice animation how they're floating. You can see them kind of moving up and down, and then the crown on the top makes it just even sweeter. You can do this in Team Rumble. You can also do it in if you get like a bot lobby. Not the created bot lobbies, but just like a default account. Of course, that's not the most, I guess, proud way to do it. But Team Rumble will get it done pretty quick because you can just respawn. And then if your team wins, you do get the victory crown. But if you want to do it in the regular battle royale, more power to you. It might take you a little while unless you're, a higher skilled player that can get multiple eliminations in one game, and then you got to end up winning the game to get the crown. But overall it was a grind to get this whole skin, and then of course the skull as well. So we'll take a look at the skull just bare. All right, so there's the skull that just with no no stages. I guess I was trying to figure out the name. No spikes is what I like to call it. Then you got stage 1, and stage 2, and there's 3, 4, 5, and 6 goes over to the right. Then you got 7, and there's 8, 9. 10 goes to the bottom, and then the victory is the crown that caps off the top of the skull and makes it look like kind of like a sun. So that is what it looks like fully completed. And how you complete it again is it takes 100 eliminations and then a victory royale. So we will check out some combos with the skull and the cash. So here is the cash stash. We're going to take a look at combos for that first. Alright, we got the Ageless Champion, and I think a lot of his styles you can probably use it on even without the armor. But I love the armor on it just because I'm just a big fan of the medieval armor type skins. But the blue, it's like a different, I don't know exactly what the color you would call it, but it matches almost perfectly. And you got the gold and the black as well, so it goes really good on the Ageless Champion. Then we got Guildheart, which I think that really more of the skull is going to go better with him. But the gold kind of matches his pickaxe a little bit and his horns for sure. That's what it came on. And we got Joni the Red, but we're going to swap her to the blue version. I think it matches perfectly. I think she can run that very well. And we got Wolverine Zero. That's a stretch for sure. And then we got Malik. I'm not a big fan of like the cape, but as far as like the front and the colors, I think it matches okay with the gold. And we got Miss Core. I like the white coat and the blue accents. I think it matches pretty good, and I don't know, it fits her theme because she seems like a spy type. All right, we got Charlotte. And I think you can use several different styles. I think it's a stretch for sure because the blues really don't match. But I think you can pull it off with this first version probably better. Alright, then we got Shanta, but we're going to change her without the photo negative, so the super level. The gold doesn't quite match. I thought it would match a little bit better, but you still got the little blue like gems on her. I think you could pull it off for sure. And we got we got the launched Jonesy. So this is part of the I can't remember exactly what the bundle was called, but this is the chapter 1 season 4 skin, which is called the launched. And you got the colors that match perfectly, the gold. This looks really, really, really good on him. And then we got the Stormfarer. Without the super level style, I think he looks like he would definitely have a cash bag like that. Let's check it out with the here's the white version. I don't think it looks as good as the black, and then we got the yellow. So I think the all black would look the best for sure. Next up we got Loveless. The colors don't match, but I think she, as far as like the wild card look, maybe if you change her well, I can't do it without saving it, but maybe if you change her mask, it would look a lot cleaner. But I think it matches pretty well. Then we got Miss Sierra. I just tried it for the colors, but I think it's a stretch for sure. And we got Loki. But I think Loki honestly is going to go better with the gold skull. We got Mr. Joey, and then Dr. Sloan, but I would like to do the original default. That looks really good with the colors of her shirt and the gold tie and her ribbon on her head. Then we got Gold Midas. You already know that would match. The gold skull is going to look really good on him. We got Mike Lowry. I like the color scheme. I think he would definitely have a back bling like that for sure. And then Battle Hound. And we got Scoundrel. That matches him perfectly. And then Rapscallion. I think you can do the white or the yellow version as well. We got Seawolf. The colors, the color scheme, the theme, I guess pirates could, have a grab bag like that, but the color scheme and the gold matches really, really well. And we got Heist just for the theme of it, but I still think it matches pretty good. And then this is a stretch for Vega. I tried it just because of the colors, but I think it's a little bit of a stretch. Last but not least, we got the Highland Warrior. So now we'll swap into the back blings on the outfits and see which ones match well. So we got the Noble Shroud. The colors match really well. I think the cape looks pretty good on her. I like the black from this view matching the black on her, and then you flip it and you got that strange looking blue and the gold. So pretty cool, pretty good match. Then you got the Protector of the Pledge shield. Of course, this is what she came with, and of course there is the skull. And we got Hunter's Hold All. The blacks don't really match because I think that's more of like a blue black, but maybe I'm just not seeing it right, or maybe my TV is just my screen is not showing the proper color, but I think you could make it work. And then we got Griffin's Talon, but we're going to use the original one. So you got the gold, you got the blue. I think it looks really, really good. Then you got 8-Ball Janky. That's just a fun theme. And then we got Little Black Heart. I think you can go with this version or just the regular black version. And then Ancestral Bloom. I like the gold. I like that blue color coming off. That looks really good. And then Ivor Shield. That's kind of a stretch. I was trying to match the blues up, but they don't quite match. But I think you can pull it off. And then we got, what is that called? Lord, Ouroboros. I think that looks so good with the snake theme that she's got going on. I think if you changed her face to the snake and then put this on, it would be amazing. And then we got the Stormfarer's Cloak. I think the Noble Shroud looks a lot better, but still it matches pretty good. And then the Detective's Duffel. We got the Ghost Skimboard. The theme isn't there, but the colors are awesome. And then the Personal Pollinators. Like I said, theme not there, but they do match. And then we got the trophy, which I love this. I think the colors match really well. And she could be a cold-blooded soccer player. Who knows? And then we got, just for the theme, we got the Breakfast Bounty. I don't think it matches at all, but just for the theme alone. Then we're going to change the Wild Heart Buckler. I think you can do the yellow, but I also think you can do the blue. It's not quite the same blue, but I think you can still do either one of those. All right, next we got the Strong Box, just for the theme. And then the Burkle Bag. And then we got the Cobra, which I love because of the snake vibes we got going on. The gold is a little off, but I think you can pull it off. And if you want a limb counter, you got the Gauge. And then we got the Go Bag. I think you can use this version or the black and yellow, but I think this is going to be the best one for sure because of the tealish blue color. Then we got the Wings of Love. This is a little bit of a stretch because the gold doesn't quite match, but I think you can make it work. And then last but not least is the Buckler. Very nice, very nice. We're going to swap to the gold skull. And we're just going to do, or the solid skull, we're just going to do the fully reactive, not fully reactive, but the fully completed version. Alright, here's the skins that can not match, but here are the skins for the combos for the gold skull, or the solid skull. Of course, we got the Ageless Champion again. I think he can wear that perfectly well. And here is Guildhart. I think the yellows, they're a little off. But like I said, the gold, like the deer head and the antlers, match really well. That's what she came with. And then you got Miss Joni the Red with the black style. I think you could pull it off with the blue style as well. I think it looks better, honestly, with the blue one. Very nice. Then we got the, not the Fearless Flow. Then we got the Chapter 1 season, or the Chapter 1 outfits. I think you can put it. So, then we got the Chapter 1, Then we got the Chapter 1 outfits. I think you can go with Chapter 1 Season 3, the Meteor Strike. I think you could also make it a name for it for the launch. And then Drift, of course, I think you could go with that as well, with the gold, matching good. Then we got Mr. Bruno Mars with this reactive style because of the gold. We got Mac Lowry. And of course Gold Midas, and it looks amazing on Gold Midas. Or Midsummer Midas, excuse me. Then we got Miss Dr. Sloan. And then we got the Driftwalker, but the original Driftwalker. I think it just being creepy, I think that works for him. And the gold matches pretty good. Then we got Aftermath. And then he has a secondary style, which is incredible. That's probably one of my favorites for sure. I love that. And then we got Raptorian the Brave. Looks good with the gold. And then, yeah, this is a stretch Menace. The gold, it does match. The theme is not quite there, but I think you can make it work. Then Miss Stoneheart. And then we got Seawolf. And Drift. Just because of the gold. The theme is not quite there, but the gold matches. Then Magnus. And the only reason I chose Magnus was just for the medieval type thing, but the gold buckle matches the gold back here. And we got Rapscallion. I think you can do the black and white version, same as Scoundrel. Then we got Battlehound. Looks good on Battlehound. And last but not least, we got the Highland Warrior again. A lot of these are interchangeable as far as the skull and then the cash bag. I think you can use them on a lot of variety of skins. I think this is totally worth grinding for. But before we head out, I want to show you the wrap on the Show Your Style cosmetic. Alright, here's the Show Your Style cosmetic, the customized captain. So let's go out my sun a little bit. So you can see on a larger scale, as far as on the shirt, you do have the scale-like textures, which is like the bluish teal, almost like green color. You also have the Most Wanted snake at the top, and you got the gold accents. You can see it a little bit better here. You got the gold accents on the collar, and then around the edges of the bottom and sides. So we'll spin it around real quick. So yeah, it's just mainly the scales on the front. So just the emblem on the back. So very nice on a larger scale. It's not reactive, it's not animated, but it does look very nice. Alright, before we head out, I want to hop on the ATV and we'll drive over to the ending, and I just want to show it one more time, the wrap on a larger scale. You can see the scales on this one a lot. They look kind of black on the back. But there is the wanted snake, and then on the front you can see the blue scales as well. So it looks really good. I love the gold scheme, the color scheme. I like the gold, the blue. I like this combination a lot. So we'll drive on over. So that's going to do it for the Cold-Blooded Ace. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. A like is always appreciated. Subscribing is free. And honestly, my final opinion, I mean, 9 out of 10. It's one of the best free skins that we've gotten. I mean, free being we didn't have to pay V-Bucks, but you had to grind for it. But I think it's worth the grind. I think you get a lot of cool stuff with it. Totally worth it. So you got a little bit left. I think maybe just a week left to try and get this done. Maybe less than a week, but grind it out, get the skin. It's worth it. And thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.